Today I'm cooking one of my favorite steaks of all time to cook, Porterhouse. This is the big daddy when it comes to cooking a steak on the grill. What's so special about the Porterhouse is it's basically two steaks in one. This is a man steak. You got the filet on one side of the bone, you got the New York strip on the other. And it takes a man to eat one of these dudes. These steaks right here weighed about 24 ounces each. I like to do my steaks pretty simple. Porterhouse, it don't need but three things. It needs some salt, some pepper, and some garlic. We're gonna put it on first when it comes to grilling the good steaks, getting the fire going. I like to cook on lump charcoal when I'm grilling, especially steaks. This lump charcoal makes a good hot fire. I don't want something that's gonna burn a long time because cooking steaks is about heat and it's about getting it done fast, getting that outside seared, bringing that inside up to just a perfect medium rare. I like to use one of these big heavy duty fire starters, and it's real easy. I just take a piece of paper. Sometimes I just tear off some of the brown paper bag off the charcoal bag. Use a little aim of flame, get it going. About 20-25 minutes we'll have a good fire. There's nothing to it, but tell you what, I got tired of messing with those cheap ass flimsy fire chimneys. So I found this one at a place called Academy. I don't know if you have one, but it's a heavy duty one. It was only 10 more bucks than the cheap models. This thing's made out of steel and it's got awesome grate in it. It holds plenty of coals. This thing will be ready about 20 minutes. All right, the first thing on these porterhouses I like to do is just give them a light little coat of olive oil. And this is just to make the salt and pepper stick a little bit. You don't have to get fancy with it. But I'll just take and brush a little on. Also helps it from not sticking to the grate. Just gives it a nice good oiled surface. And then here's how I season them. First thing I do is use a little granulated garlic. Don't have to be heavy because we want the beef to shine through. We're just making that crust on the outside. Next I come back with a little restaurant grade black pepper. Like a little spice to it, and that pepper gives it all it needs. And then last but not least, just a little bit of salt. I'm using just a cracked salt. And I don't want to go too heavy because that salt will start pulling out too much moisture. I'll hit it with another little salt right at the end to give it that flavor explosion. I just want a little bit on it at first. All right, it's about 20-25 minutes. My coals are getting hot. So now I'm just going to get them spread out a little. I got a hot fire. I'm talking, you want 600 degrees if possible for doing these steaks because it's all about being hot and fast. There's some heat coming off there, you can feel it. I just come back on. With my man grates, cast iron, I just got them sprayed down a little, but I just hit them up a little. Be careful when you're spraying this on that fire because it can flame on you. Whew. That's all there is to it. I'll let this heat up real fast. I'll come with the steaks. Right, now these are 1 3/4 porterhouse steaks. I'm gonna go about 2.5 minutes, give them a 45-degree turn, 2.5 more minutes and flip them. This is a 10-minute cook, so cooking these steaks is fast. I got this grill so hot. I just put them right on the man grate. We're gonna let them rock and roll. I'll set me a timer, 2.5 minutes. We'll come back and I'll show you how I turn them to get those beautiful. All right, it's been 2.5 minutes here. And all I'm doing now is giving them the twist. This is what makes that crosshatch pattern on these steaks. That's all you do. And I'm gonna set me another timer. When it goes off, we'll flip them. We'll check out that other. 2.5 more minutes. Now it's time to go ahead and see what they're doing. That's exactly how you want them to look. That got a little hot on me there, but that's all right. Now we're going to set another timer. Go 2.5 more on this side. Did you see how I got the perfect hatch patterns on them? That's exactly what I was going for with that turn. All right, it's been 10 minutes and these steaks are ready to come off. And for the most important part, rest. That is a critical part of cooking one of these, just any kind of steak or beef or any kind of meat in general. When it comes off that grill, let it rest. But they've got nice color, medium rare, just where I want them. That's all it is, cooking a porterhouse steak. All right, I let them rest about 5 minutes. Now I want to show you what it looks like on the inside. Medium rare every time. That's the perfect doneness. It's still a little red, a little pink, but it's got it through and through. That's on the filet side. Let's check out in here. On the strip, you got a pink, gray, real pink, gray. That's medium rare every time. about 125 when I pulled it. It goes up to about 130 sitting here resting. It's ready to rock and roll. That's Porterhouse steak. I can't wait to take a bite.